So you're trying to figure out if you should buy Black Ops 7, wait for it to go on sale, or just totally skip out on COD and wait for Modern Warfare 4 next year. I'm going to tell you everything that you need to know about Black Ops 7 to help you decide. And just to clarify, I'm not a COD partner. You know, I have no obligation to lie to you or to sell you the game or whatever. I'm just somebody who plays it and uploads dumbass videos about it on YouTube. Here's the short answer before I get into all this mess. If you like Call of Duty, then you'll like this game. If you don't like COD, I don't think there's anything in Black Ops 7 that's going to be like, wow, you need to buy this game immediately. But we'll start with the things that I like about Black Ops 7 so far. We'll talk about probably the most important one, which is the lack of skill-based matchmaking. As you guys know, or you don't know, Treyarch this year has removed skill-based matchmaking from the majority of playlists in Black Ops 7. There's only one playlist where they actually take in skill to match you up with other players. This means you're going to get a better mix of players every game. Some games you're going to go against good players. Some games you're going to go against a bunch of bots. Some games you're going to get a nice little mix. And it's very refreshing to have this kind of matchmaking after years of strict skill-based matchmaking up your asshole the entire time. Matchmaking times are a lot faster this way, so you get in games quicker. Also, because of this, lobbies are persistent. So before you would finish a game, you know, you talk your like 7 seconds of trash at the end of that game, and then they shoot you off like a bunch of fucking Dragon Balls. In Black Ops 7, you stay in that same lobby until you or everybody else leaves, which already on stream has created a ton of funny moments and little rivalries between other players, and it feels a lot more like the good old days. For the launch maps and multiplayer, I mean, it's not even really close. They are 10 times better than the launch maps that we had for Black Ops 6. Now, to be fair, it's not really that hard to beat. You had fucking Babylon and some of those other maps in Black Ops 6 that were straight brain rot dog shit maps. But in Black Ops 7, I've actually had a good time with the maps, and there's even a few remasters from Black Ops 2 scattered in there. And then in each season, I think they're going to bring out some more. Now, for the overall pacing and gameplay for the multiplayer, you know, we'll talk about campaign and zombies a little bit later. This is strictly talking about multiplayer. The pacing is great. You know, it's fast-paced. It doesn't feel very slow. Tac Sprint is no longer in the game, which I love. It's actually in the game as a perk. But without Tac Sprint, it still feels very smooth. The gunplay feels great. The game looks great. It looks good. Some people said it looked like COD Mobile. I think it looks more like Infinite Warfare, in my opinion, but everything looks great about this game. Going off of that, the Omni movement has returned. You know, the movement from Black Ops 6 where you could sprint left and right and backwards and stuff. I actually turned out to be a huge fan of the Omni movement. It adds a lot more fluidity to the game. They did add wall jumping, which I know a lot of people in my chat have been kind of turned off about the wall jumping. They keep calling it wall running. There's no wall running. There's no advanced movement, anything like that. It's literally just bunny hopping off of walls. It doesn't play that big of a part. You rarely see it in the games. It's there to use it as a tool if you want to try to outplay your opponent or something or get to certain spots. But other than that, it doesn't really make that big of an impact on the game. So personally, I'm kind of indifferent when it comes to the wall jumping. And then another big topic that was brought up is aim assist is nerfed quite significantly in Black Ops 7, at least compared to previous CODs. And it's by far the weakest that aim assist has ever been in Call of Duty, which is probably a turnoff for a lot of people. But in all reality, if you're a good player at Call of Duty, it's not really going to affect you that much. I haven't personally noticed it. Up close, I could feel the lack of rotational aim assists. But for the most part, you know, this is affecting everybody, obviously minus the mouse and keyboard users. You know, the reason it got removed in the first place. So mouse and keyboard, if you play on M and K, you're probably gonna thrive in this game. So if you see somebody just absolutely gunning your shit, you know they're not abusing that aim assist to be able to smoke you, and they're actually just a good player, so they kind of deserve those kills. Or they're a cheater, which to be honest, I don't think I've ran into one cheater. I've put a lot of hours into Black Ops 7. I don't think I've ran into one cheater so far. Maybe I have and I just didn't realize it and just assumed it was a good player. But so at the end of the day, you know, it's not like I love the aim assist nerf, but it doesn't really bother me too much. As far as the things that I don't like, we'll start with the gun balance. ARs in this game are completely dominant. The SMGs, bro, I mean, if you're like up close, I'm talking like touching tips close, yeah, they're good. They can kill you really fast. But dude, if they're outside of like 10 meters, good luck hitting them, because the recoil on all the SMGs, -1 the Dravik, the recoil's insane. And you have to just load it up with recoil attachments to make it like somewhat manageable. And even then, man, there's just no reason to use the SMGs right now, unless you're using the Dravik 45. ARs, you can use all the ARs. They're all very good. Snipers are very good in this this game. The shotguns are pretty good too. And this gun balance kind of creates a fast time to kill. The time to kill is pretty quick, especially if you get a headshot in there, because the headshot multiplier in Black Ops 7. So you die relatively fast. Another thing I don't like about Black Ops 7 are the amount of head glitches that are on some of the maps. I talked about this in one of my videos. I can't be the only one that thinks there's way too many head glitches. I mean, every lane you go down, there's just something for somebody to stand behind and just fucking smoke your shit. Maybe they'll do what they did with the doors. They took out some of the doors. Maybe they'll take out some of the head glitches too. Not a huge thing, but it's just something that I kind of noticed. The mini map in Black Ops 7. I don't know if this is like actually factual or this is just an anecdotal thing that I've kind of discovered while I've been playing, but I feel like the mini map is so zoomed in that it almost makes it pointless. And I like to go for higher end streaks and use the harp so I can see where the enemies are on the mini map. And even with the harp, it's almost pointless because by the time you see them on your map, they're just already right in front of you, unless you're in the range of the squad link field upgrade or you have the vigilance perk that makes your mini map zoom out a little bit more, which I kind of wish that was the default because I find myself wanting to run the vigilance perk on almost everything just so I have that broader mini map. Hopefully they'll change that in the future, but Treyarch has been doing a fantastic job so far of listening to the community, which I have to applaud them for that because, you know, devs like Infinity Ward tend to not do that very much. The spawns so far, outside of like team deathmatch, dude, team deathmatch spawns are horrendous, but for the average objective game mode like domination and stuff, the spawns have been pretty good actually. But that being said, there are certain game modes where they're horrendous and they definitely need to change a little bit, which is kind of the thing with every new Call of Duty that's coming out. And one of the last things that really pisses me off is there's a field upgrade in this game called drone pods. Very fucking annoying. They set down this little thing on the ground, 3 or 4 drones go out seeking everybody. If they don't kill you, they'll make you one shot to immediately die to whoever, and they just give me AIDS. Everybody runs these bitches and they're so fucking annoying. But that's pretty much everything to do multiplayer wise with what I like and don't like. Campaign is dog shit. If you were even thinking about buying Black Ops 7 for the campaign, do not do it whatsoever. It is the biggest piece of shit. But yeah, I'll probably end up finishing the campaign just because that's how you get access to in-game, which is that new DMZ style PvE type bullshit that you get at the end that I personally haven't played, so I can't speak on it. But from what I hear, it does look pretty cool and it's a good way to get XP too. And then zombies. I've heard some decent stuff about zombies. There's a cool boss fight at the end of it. It's like a transity type of zombies map. So with all this being said, should you buy Black Ops 7? Listen, I like the game personally. I know there's a lot of hate going around everywhere of people saying the game is ass, Call of Duty's dead, Battlefield this. I don't know if there are a bunch of battle dads saying it. I don't know if they're bots. I have no idea what the hell's going on, but people are constantly spewing a bunch of negativity online about how bad the game is when A, they haven't even played the game, or B, they're playing it, but they're just hating it because that's like the cool thing to do right now. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but the internet, at least in the gaming scene, has been a fucking negative shithole of everybody just complaining about everything. There's a difference between giving good feedback and like constructive criticism about a game and different features that need to be fixed, or just bitching just to bitch just to say it's ass. I get that every day in my YouTube comments, in my live stream chats, and it's like, dude, just play the game for yourself. If you like it, you like it. If you don't like Call of Duty, why are you watching Call of Duty live streams or Call of Duty videos? It's just weird to me, man. So in my personal opinion, I like this game. If they keep their word about having great post-launch support, they're gonna have all kinds of events, event camos, a lot of cool maps returning, and they're gonna support this game throughout its entire life cycle. I think it's gonna be a good game. You can call me a shill, you can call me whatever you want. I don't get paid to say any of this. I'm just giving you guys my honest opinion, and you know, that's why the title says honest review, because I'm telling you guys how it is. I don't give a fuck if you buy the game or not. Personally, you're watching this video to see if you should buy it. But yeah, that's just me. We'll see how the post-launch support of Call of Duty goes. Hopefully over the holidays and stuff, they continue to support the game, because that's kind of where Black Ops 6 went downhill. They launched it launched in a pretty good state, and then they just kind of let it die. But if you found this video helpful, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see some more Black Ops 7 content, and maybe the occasional like fat titty on the channel. As always, guys, I'm BSoloe. Check out my streams over at twitch.tv/BSoloe. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Pussy.